morning, folks. It's a Sunday and you join me in the MG Comet. To be specific, this is our MG Comet, our long-term MG Comet that we've driven for about 1200 kilometers now. And we realized that in those 1200 kilometers, we've done almost nothing cool with it. I've been using it for commutes and it's been amazing, but we haven't done anything unique with a car that is fairly unique, which is why today I'm in the lovely city of Mumbai and I'm going to meet a certain Mr. Cyrus Dabar who's going to take us car spotting today, a typical Sunday morning activity for petrol heads here. And Cyrus has also told me there's some really special, really cool cars coming out, so I'm very excited to see them. And let's go. For Mumbai, there is probably no better car than the MG Comet. Narrow lanes, lots of traffic, small car with a high seat, great commanding position. I can see everything out and I can just place it perfectly. It's the perfect car for this city.
Hello.
Hello, Cyrus. Thank you for getting me out early.
No. Let's clarify. Getting you up. Anyways, so hello everybody. I'm going to do today something that I've been asking Karan to do for a long time. Get him to Mumbai on a Sunday morning. So you can experience what classic car culture is.
And spot some cool cars. And I think the first spot you told me we are going to is Worli Sea Face.
Yep. That's where all the spotters of Mumbai position themselves and take pictures and videos of the cars passing by. But also it's a nice airy place to just chill by the side of the road if you find parking and see some cars go by.
We're at the first spot for car spotting. It's 8 a.m. We've already spotted a blue chrome E-Class. Okay, first spot-ish of the day is...
I haven't seen that in Bombay ever before. But nice, right? To start off with almost a Porsche.
The one advantage with Cyrus is that he doesn't just know the cars, but he knows the people behind the cars, he knows the history behind the cars, he knows which car they bought before that car, which car they're planning to buy now, what they sold to buy that car, like an encyclopedia of the Mumbai car scene.
It's a big car scene, right? There are lots and lots of people. But it's also very, very varied. So you've got people like with tuner cars, with like supercars, huge classic car scene as we'll see later.
And then there's us.
You know, there are lots and lots of supercar owners who've got MG Comets as like their runaround. Yep. It's a very popular car in those circles.
First, good, decent, first actual spot of the day, E36.
It's mainly a spot, but okay.
It's unique for sure, maybe not exotic.
Okay, I think we'll move on to the next point of car spotting in Mumbai because doesn't seem like anybody's really out today. So, okay, let's go to the second spot.
Let's go.
Karan, welcome to Horniman Circle. By the way, this is the epicenter of Bombay car culture. Just FYI, this is where we all meet on a Sunday morning, irrespective of who's driving. We at least sort of drive past here. The good thing about this place is the fact that there is a great cross-section of cars always available. The other good thing about this place is hooligan is not permitted. It's not encouraged, it's not permitted. And if you do hooliganism, you are shouted at.
So it's not like IPW then?
It's not like... Okay, so let's go through some of the cars here.
I just want to first say that after our slight disappointment this morning, this is exactly what I wanted. This is perfect. Okay, let's start.
Okay, so obviously you know what these are. We'll sort of
GLA 45.
GLA. The good thing about Horniman is the fact that you get really, really cool classic and vintage cars. So it's marking its territory. That's all it is. This is the first gen, very, very nicely restored Land Cruiser. Also been to a whole bunch of concourse events and it drives across the country.
That's a beautiful green two-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, two-door. That's our MG Comet.
We'll go past
there was an MG midget parked here actually, two midgets from MG.
Oh yeah, 124, E220, the Indian one. Then you've got a nice Corvette. Let's find the... This is a nice car. He drives this all the time. This is another friend of ours. C4 Corvette. Not many of these in the country. Very, 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 very few, very rare. 115 Mercedes, lady-driven 115 Mercedes, left-hand drive. She drives it really, really hard. It's an absolute joy looking at her. Then of course you've got a Beetle and you've got a nice little fin-tail Mercedes being worked upon. Now this is again all the things about this area, right? If something happens to your car, there are enough people to help you out with. Zakir, do you mind if you take a quick shot of your car being worked on? So look, there's something wrong. Look, hammer. Jeremy Clarkson's tool. But like, yeah, the camaraderie here is obviously something that's awesome.
Also, nothing is in like a boring spec, by the way. Everything is like a nice color, nice specced out cars.
Okay, now this is interesting because we don't normally see scooters out, but Bombay has a very, very, very rich scooter culture. And this is a part of a scooter group. I've seen these guys out very often. This though is a 54 Fiat 1100.
And
yeah, this has gone to the Mille Miglia in the UAE. This is a Triumph Herald.
Pretty epic.
This is not a standard Herald. You know the standard Herald that used to come in India like back in the day before you were born, much before?
Oh.
Okay, so there's something called a standard Herald. This is a Triumph Herald. This is a British.
This is the one James may put in the water.
Yes. Studebaker, I have not much of an idea of what exactly this is, but nice. Pre-facelift one. I'm not very good with 50s American cars, I'll be honest. Pre-facelift 124. And yeah, that's about it. So it's very good cross-section of cars. It's like a very basic Sunday morning turnout. Another Beetle sort of driving in just as we speak.
Yeah, cars are just passing through, by the way. CC
Oh, look.
passed.
There.
Yeah, just
Beautiful Buick coming in.
I just wanted to say this while Cyrus is not around. And I think my favorite part about all of this is the fact that no one's revving the cars, no one's showing off, no one's doing burnouts, no one's like screaming and shouting. It's just people are just here to appreciate cars and car culture, which is great. And you don't see these cars, especially stuff like the Buick, you just don't see them out driving on the road on a Sunday, I think anywhere in the country. So pretty cool scene, I gotta say.
This is second spot. There's another spot that I want to go to. We might find cars there because the car that I want to show him hasn't turned up here yet. Look at the size difference between this and this.
Dude, easily 2x MG go easily.
You want to check? Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8.5-ish.
Dude, this will be 8.5 from here.
1, 2, 3, 14, 15 and a half. Yeah, so almost just about. Two.
Both are 2 doors, both are rear wheel drive.
V8, it has a V, EV.
Yo.
Okay, but listen.
Nice,
Okay, we are the third location of the day. This is Kalagoda.
Kalagoda.
Beautiful South Mumbai architecture in the background, Army Navy building. That building has a store called London Blockley. Just putting it out there. But listen, none of the cars we've seen today. That. I think the camera needs to come up and take a reaction of his face because that's what it's all about, right?
I have goosebumps because just come and have a look here. This is patina, man.
Yeah, it's a 69 365 GT2 Plus 2. It's the oldest Ferrari in the country. And it has a very, very, very long and very documented history. It used to belong to somebody called Dr. Cesare Rossi. Not to be mistaken with the Rossi motorcycle racer. But yeah, super history, Dubas family, that, and now in a collection of some unreal one-off cars in the country.
It looks like original paint, no?
It's not, it's been repainted. I believe it was red originally, but it is about to undergo a proper restoration soon. So,
but honestly, just the dents and scratches, just the little bit of rust makes it look so much cooler for me personally. Like, I know I am also a fan of like really clean restorations, but just
you're a fan of that, aren't you?
We'll get to that. But just this is so beautiful. Something about old Ferraris, especially in yellow, especially in Mumbai. Beautiful.
Okay, let's move
on to
because that's what you like. That's what he
now
likes.
This is proper pants getting tight moment. Because this is a 997 turbo, 10 on 10 on the rims and 10 on 10 on the spec.
Okay, so do you see the variation of cars again here, right? One of the most desirable cars in the country, probably top 10, top 15 most desirable cars. And then something as simple, general terms as an SLK,
Beautiful color though.
but beautifully done, recently restored. India in general and Mumbai also has a massive vintage Mercedes culture because Mercedes has been around as a manufacturer and they've been officially selling cars in India for the longest time. In fact, the first ever car to come to India in history was a Benz. This is a 107 SL, not an SLC. Beautiful 300D W123, W126 500 or 560 SL.
I love these. Are these the ones that sometimes have Persian carpets inside?
As an option, yes. But again, guys, just the general variety of everything, it's crazy.
Just
And you got my favorite, you got a Fiat 1100 in the... And you got all the Fiat 1100 there as well.
Like I said, it's not a car show. There's nothing happening here. It's just these cars are just out to celebrate cars, which is...
So this is very, very similar to what I have. I think this is 63 or 64. Mine is 64. Mine's MR-Y, this is MR-X, so very sort of similar in terms of, oh look, another car you love.
Oh yeah.
And that's just like general, like people like coming for breakfast and like general public in the area. But again, place number 3, Kala Ghoda, obviously because of...
The Kala Ghoda.
That's not the original place the statue was. Originally it was somewhere else, but nonetheless, beautiful cars. I mean, when do you get to see a 60s Ferrari in India?
Just parked in a parking lot.
But we got one last place to go. It's a bit of a mixed bag, that place, but it does have car culture emanating from it. So last final place, and then we head for breakfast.
Yeah.
Time to keep moving. We bring the rhythm and bass, we improving.
So we were talking about cross section of cars. You can have like a regular mass market, you know, like a compact SUV parked next to or north of a 2-3 crore rupee exotic, and no one cares. No
Yeah.
one's telling you to move it. It's completely fine.
I mean, you literally have like a Polo GT TSI parked next to a Ferrari Pista.
yeah.
And they'll both be appreciated.
Yeah,
equally.
honestly, even in the MG Comet, of course, this is not an exotic, but everywhere we've gone today,
Yeah.
all of Cyrus's friends have just asked us for the keys. They've asked to sit inside. They want to check out the car because, honestly, the Comet's perfect for Mumbai because the roads are narrow and you honestly don't need much more range than this offers. I know we're sort of plugging the car, but it is honestly.
Yeah.
But it's
And a city car.
cozy
Yeah, and a city
in
car.
here.
I mean, you know, this is all you need for a city car, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not mundane, so people do check
It
it
looks
out.
cute.
Yeah,
It's different. The colors are bright. This is a green car. We're going to one more last place. It's called Bombay Coffee House. It wasn't the original sort of place for Mumbai car spotting or car culture, but has become in the last few years. Although there are elements that sometimes come here which are not very, you know what I mean. This left now, our final destination for the day. We're just going to drive it through and maybe turn around and drive back to see what's there. But there are always some interesting cars there, some overdone, some not very overdone. Also, we're about to pass one of the oldest fuel stations in India, and it's an Art Deco fuel station which has been recently restored.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah, there's another 911 here.
That's a
nice.
992, beautiful. Looks like gentian blue metallic.
It's nice with the green.
Jesse on it.
Yeah, that is an M340i. So some interesting cars do sort of end up coming here, but I mean, apart from that, not much today. Honestly, I want to ask you guys, this is not the kind of stuff we do normally. We don't do long-term reviews. We don't do a sort of informal stuff like this where we take out people and show car culture and stuff. But do you want Rohan, Karan, me, Varun, all of us to like head to Mumbai one day, Sunday morning? You want me like pull out some of my cars, maybe Varun gets his bike, the Supra comes to Bombay, and you want us to like do a nice PD meetup in Bombay? That'd be awesome, right?
That'd be great.
Meetup has been a while coming.
I mean, I woke up significantly earlier than Cyrus today morning and he did disappoint me at early Seaface. But aside from that, I loved it celebrating their Sunday, man. It's great. And if you would like us to celebrate more Sundays like this, let us know in the comments below.